I never hit the water without doing a plan beforehand, and in this case, everything was wrong. The Navionics was wrong. The spot wasn't there when I got there, but as you can see on the screen, I did find some fish. I'm going to jump right into the fishing in this one, and I'll tell you about the spot that disappeared in a little bit, but suffice it to say, I checked Navionics and looked at the structure in the area. I found a few holes, and I hit Kayak a 2-mile paddle, and I get there, and those spots aren't there. It's just a flat wasteland right where there were supposed to be deep holes. So I had to explore and look around. If you look to the left on the fish finder, you can see there's a lot of bait, and I'm still able to find some structure, and right here I hook up with the first fish.
There we go. Lost him. It's short. Short anyway, but.
And yes, it was short, and that's going to be the challenge for the day. Just scouting around and looking for new spots, any spots out in this area that I can find any type of quality of the fish, and it's just going to be about grinding through and searching the area.
There we go. On the teaser.
And if you've watched any of my videos, you know I use a teaser and a bucktail quite often, and what I'm doing is using actually a pretty large gulp bait on the top teaser, so I'm using a 5-inch on there. I think that one's nuclear chicken. And I'm just trying up different baits to see what's gonna produce something. So give this a quick measure, knowing it's short, and yeah, comes up a little shy.
16 and a half. There we go.
Now this one seems a little bit better than the last. It's going to be certainly close. It feels like it's probably going to be a little shy. But yeah, man, I got to measure this because I definitely want to find something that's in that keeper range. And where I'm fishing in New Jersey, that's going to be 18 inches and above. So I'm going to check this one out.
$17 and a half. Just, yep, 17 and a half. Let that go. There's got to be a big daddy sitting in here. It's got to be. Like a trough right here. It's not very wide. Plenty of bait coming through. Big Fluke. Oh, it spit it. Dang. That was a keeper. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. You could see I barely had it through the tip of the mouth. Like right through the very tip of it. It's all right. I mean, I just dropped, so all good.
So for this day, that was the one that got away. It was over 20 inches, would have been a nice solid keeper for some fish tacos, but I missed it. So ended up pulling in a few more shorts. Here's one right here. This one's really short, but I have some underwater video coming up so you can see some of the other fish that were down there when I was fishing. But before I hit that, I'm gonna do 30 seconds of the spot and what went wrong. And here's what the spot was supposed to look like according to Navionics. So you can see all those lines are the contours on the bottom. So a lot of flat area in here, but there was supposed to be a deep hole here and a deep hole up here, and it just did not materialize that way. So this is what it actually looked like. And you can see that deep trough I was talking about is this orange area in here, and there was another one on the other side right here. So that's actually what I was fishing, those ledges. In this redder area, it was about 14 feet. And then it got deep to around 20 feet in this orangish area, and then that lighter color was about 10 to 13 feet, 10 to 12 feet for most of it. So I stayed out of that and tried to hit these two troughs, and that's where I actually got all of the fish for the day, was in these areas. So up until the end of this video, it's just going to be some underwater video that I took with the new camera that I have, and you know, I just felt it was super interesting to see what's underneath. You can see the conditions up top on the video, but you can't necessarily see what's underwater. So I'd like to spend about an hour going through underwater video, not necessarily fishing at the time. I'm not actively fishing this jig, it's just kind of dragging it through the water to see what I can see after the fact. But I'm not going to talk through all this, just want to point out, check out these flounder. And how aggressive they are. They are not passive feeders like some people think. And it's pretty cool up here. I'll freeze frame it on one of these coming up so that you can see the flounder hiding before it moves. Right here, I'm going to freeze a frame, circle it. That's the flounder sitting there, and watch it move. If you've made it this far, you obviously love flounder fishing like I do. Popping up the screen, I have some videos that I think you'd like to check out on flounder fishing, along with a playlist. So please check that out, and I'll see you over there in that video. And of course, if you've gotten this far, please hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment or two, any questions that you have, and I'll see you over in the next video.